Good morning, everybody. This is Stacy Turner with our DMOpro Zoom. I hope you guys have had a great week. And I'm really curious to hear how you guys are using and taking advantage of this special that Juice Plus has. I've been posting on Facebook and I have sent out a project broadcast message to, like all of my customers and people that were saying that they wanted to do the reset with me. So I sent it to all of them and I have gotten some response, but that was like way at the beginning. So I definitely need to send that out again. But mostly it's been on Facebook and interestingly, people I don't know. So I've gotten quite a few orders from girls I've moms I've never met them and they've just kind of been watching on behind the scenes and been thinking that they would like to try this, or maybe they had a friend that had recommended it, some things like that. So that's been kind of exciting this month. I think I've had more reach outs than I've ever had before, which really just shows you got to be consistent with posting because you just never know who's out there watching. So I'm curious from you guys, what are you doing to really take advantage of this? I know some people are going back to canceled customers, and I found a whole pile of old order forms I didn't even realize I had kept. And I'm talking from like 7 or 8 years ago. It was like in this file folder that locks. And I found all those and I was like, "Well, that could be a whole pile of people that I could just reach out to." So I was thinking, maybe just sending them a message on Facebook Messenger and just like, "Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since we've chatted. How are you guys?" And try to start the conversation up. Or do I just go right in and say, "Hey, I was just wanting to let you know you used to take Juice Plus. I know you loved it and life gets in the way. We have this amazing special this month and I just thought of you and wanted to make sure you knew about it." I'm not sure. I thought maybe I could take half of the pile and do them one way and half of the pile the other and then just see like what response do I get. Because I know starting the conversation takes longer because you have to start the conversation and then you get to Juice Plus. So it's the slower route, but then it may be the more productive. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see about that. Just split it in half. And then I do have some recently canceled. And then, of course, I have the list in my phone of people that have said, yes, they want to order. And then, of course, in my DMO planner, I have the list of people I've had conversations with that or prospects and the people I want to help. So I feel like there's a ton of people to reach out to, and we're on the 20th today. So only 11 more days of this. And, I want to create some urgency with people too. And people often move last minute. And some people are early initiating, and they ordered right away. But I think we can create kind of some FOMO of, hey, you don't want to miss out on this. And I know the top person who's gotten the most orders, she had 25 orders. 25. So that's Daphne Trent. So if Daphne listens to this, leave us a message of how you're doing that. But I think she was talking about getting on the phone and calling people. So you guys tell me what's working for you. Are you calling people? Are you posting on Facebook? Are you messaging people? How are you bringing it up? What's your strategy that you're finding works? And remember, you're muted. So if you want to say something, you got to unmute. Go ahead, Tap.
think I think we must be related because I started in the beginning, um, just trying to get conversations started with long gone customers and other people that were interested, and I'm still trying to get some of those conversations going. And then I just woke up one day and said, you use events just as your excuse to get right into the conversation. Use this as your excuse. And I've gotten two customers in the last week, which is outrageous for me, you guys. I'm not really that prolific. And one of them I've been talking to for years. And she takes everything under the sun because it's proven this, proven that. And she wouldn't take Juice Plus, which really is proven this and proven that. And her order came through yesterday.
So
We had
you you jumped right into the conversation with, hey, we have this still. I know you've talked about
Yeah.
Juice Plus. Like,
I,
how did you start that?
I said, every time I see the flyer for this deal, I think of you.
That's a good one. Every time I see this, I think of you. You've come to my mind quite a few times this month when I've been putting in orders for other people. Yeah, that's great. People like to think, need to know they've been thought of, right?
Yeah. You know, if they were someone who complained about the price, this is a way around the price. If
Hmm.
they were someone who wanted complete and capsules and couldn't do both financially, and so they didn't do either, here was the solution. If they were someone that had said they wanted to try Illuminate and now they could do that, get complete and get on the capsules, holy moly, right? I whatever direction I had to come at it for wherever they were at, it had all the pieces right there.
Yeah.
And then I would just put it in their lap, you know. This is the best offer we've ever been able to make. It's the best I can do for you today. But of course, the decision's always yours. And I attach a cart.
Awesome.
And
Very
then
good.
I send them a note saying, you can remove anything in the cart that you don't want.
Yeah, that's a great one. Thank you, Tap. Who else? What are you guys doing? What are you finding works?
Hey, Stacy. I got some of this verbiage from my upline, Nina Radcliffe, but I loved her strategy here. I have been doing those that I have not reached out to personally, and I'm like, I'm running out of time here. I've been sending text, but I always make it an audio text. And I wrote down my bullet points. So I'm just kind of going to share what I say. So I said, hey, Ashley, happy Saturday. I know you've loved your Juice Plus for years and you know the value of it and how it has worked in your life. This is for current customers or maybe ones that have just recently canceled that I don't even really know if they've canceled or not. Thank you for your yes and just trusting me with a part of your health journey. Listen, I can't go another day without telling you about this offer that the company put out to us for January. And it's the best offer we've ever had in the 12 years I've been with the company with any new capsule order, and I explain it. And is there anybody in your life that you feel could benefit? And also, this audio texting is new to me. So just let me know if you got this message. Just send me a quick text and let me know if you got it. And I'm also going to put the flyer below so that you can see the offer. So that's what I say. And then I don't send the flyer. I forget to send the flyer. So Nina's had the response of people who said, I got your message, Nina. I heard it, but I didn't see the flyer. So she sends the flyer then. So I thought that was kind of an interesting way to get people's attention and to answer you back. So anyway, that I did, I don't know, probably I don't know, 12 of those on Saturday. And I've got a whole long list of people to keep saying and adjust it slightly to say for canceled customers or people who've, said yes in the past or whatever.
Yeah, that's great. Can you share that verbiage with us in the Voxer group?
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you. I like that of not sending the flyer. I've done that before too, where it just, I mean, it just makes them respond if they are interested, right? Like and then you're asking, hey, just making sure this is actually working. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you. Who else? Maybe if you want to just share if you've gotten a customer this month, how did the conversation go? Alita, you're unmuted. You want to share?
Oh, I thought you unmuted me. Said the host would like you to unmute. I'm like, okay, she wants me to
Sorry.
say something.
I always want you to say something. Do you have anything to share with us?
I just think that we all probably fall short in this area. I mean, if we're honest with ourselves, when we have these promotions like this, we should get on the phone and just like you say, pick up your canceled customers and go ahead and just start really making a difference. And people's lives. And like, I like to use language like, I don't want to leave you out of the loop. I need to tell you something that you might be interested in. I don't know if you are, but I just need to let you know that you're gonna, if you order the trio and you can move your own order back. I know you already have an order in, but you're going to be able to get $126 of free product if you do this. So, and I have had probably 3 or 4 customers saying it that way. They're like, really? Oh my gosh, really? The cool thing about it is our company has sent emails to all of our customers too. So they are prepared to have you call them. And they would feel like happy if you called them because if our company has sent them an email and then you follow up because they already feel like aren't really paying attention because they're taking a lot of things away from. So, to just have a conversation with them, a kind, good conversation about their life and their kids and all that. Just say, hey, just thought I'd let you know. I don't know. You got an email from corporate. I just want to let you know from me. It's a pretty sweet deal. And, if you go in, just order that trio and, just pay in installments, and it doesn't matter if it's a health study or not. And so maybe you have another kid that would like to be on a health study. You know darn well if she signs up another kid that she's not going to want to cancel it after 4 months. So, yeah, I think that, this is a good reminder, Stacy, that we need to follow up and do some of this for sure.
And
We all have people that we have, the little post-it people, right? I got to get back to them. So, yeah, for
And
sure.
that's a great point. Like I had forgotten about that the company did send them an email. But how many times do you see an email or just even miss the email, but see one and you think, "Oh yeah, that would be good. I need to look into that." And then you just get distracted and you don't go back and do it, right? So our conversation can be the reminder. It's multiple exposures. Remember that with anything, it's multiple exposures. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be the same way with this, right? It may not be 7 to 9 exposures they need from it, but you sent them a message, they got the email, a couple of more follow-ups from you to either get a response of a yes or a no, or I'm not interested or whatever, then it's not redundant. It's a great customer care, like Alita's saying, and it's a reason for us to reach out and just touch base. It's just going to take effort on our part, but goodness, the effort is there. Like, what if next month they're like, oh, my friend got that, and I didn't know that that was a thing. And, I wish I would have known that. I would have ordered last month. Oh, well, sorry about that. I didn't tell you. The
Right.
other one I thought of is what about spouses? So how many wives do we have that are on Juice Plus, but their husbands never order? So that could be a way to go back and just say, hey, I was thinking about Bob with, I know you love your Juice Plus. Bob can also sign up and he can get this free stuff. Has he been thinking about it at all? So that could be multiple people in the same family. I asked one of my customers, she was saying, can I get the chewables? And I said, no, it has to be capsules. And she said, okay. Then I remembered her mom used to order. I couldn't even remember the connection, but I was like, aren't you connected to someone with the last name Box? And she was like, yeah, that's my mom. And I was like, oh yeah, because I had asked her, can you think of anyone else that would benefit from this? And then I said, that's right. She used to order Juice Plus too. I wonder if she would be interested in joining in with you. And we just kind of talked about it, but she was like, I forgot that she had ordered Juice Plus at one point too. So that just reminded me, go back and just ask her. She's a canceled customer. You just never know, right? So maybe your customers, if they're not wanting to order another one or somebody says no, ask for a referral. Ask them if they know of anybody else. What about your sister? Do you have somebody else that might be interested? If they already take Juice Plus, they love it, like probably they've had one conversation with someone at some point, and maybe that person thought, no, it's too expensive. This is a reason they could circle back to them. So, sort of like, how can you employ your customers to then share it and send referrals your way? Because this is for anyone, not just customers. You could say that too. Debbie, you have your hand up. You want to share something?
Sure. Well, we had a plant powder facial on Saturday, and one of the customers, she really liked what it did for her face, so she wanted to order it, and she went ahead and did the restart. So that was cool because she got introduced. She can't chew because she's had surgery on her mouth several times, so she only does shakes. So it was a great opportunity. And then I had another customer that only does chewables and wanted to restart. Just her chewables, and instead she went in and got the restart. So I appreciate all this because I wrote down call my canceled customers, but I haven't followed through well. So thank you for the encouragement.
Yeah. And last night I had a gal send me a message. She had done the chewables, and she was part of not Rodan and Fields. What was the other company that went all affiliate not too long ago? Beachbody. She had been pretty big into Beachbody. Like, don't think I don't want Miss Julie on my team, right? So, um, she had ordered chewables for herself and for her daughter. And that was after she found out, like, I don't know how in the conversation she missed that her daughter would get them for free. But when she found that out, she was like, yes. So she ordered that. And then she said the gummies were making her blood sugar spike because she had a monitor. So she canceled, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so sad because I really liked the idea of it." And so I was like, here's some capsules." She was going on vacation for a couple of months. So I gave her some capsules at our event. And I was like, try them instead. She's done great with them. And so she sent me a message last night that said, "Hey, can you send me a link for me and Nicole? Because I will definitely want to do the capsules again and I want the free stuff." And I was like, yep. So she was someone who had seen another post as a reminder, but I hadn't even reached out to her. I haven't seen her. She just got back into town. So somebody else just totally blast from the past. Like these people just keep swimming into my inbox. It's crazy. And if she orders, it'll be a miracle because she kind of doesn't follow through with anything she does. But dang it, I sent her a link, right? Like you just never know who's actually going to follow through with it. And yeah, those are all great. I love the idea, Debbie, of pulling in events intentional over the next couple of weeks. And who cares if you have two people there or three people there or five people there? Maybe you'll end up with 13 people there. I don't know. But if you don't do one, you're definitely going to have zero people there. So just host an event and make some shakes. I had a mom come over. She was a team member who had canceled, but her parents both still take Juice Plus super faithfully. And she canceled her distributorship and everything. It's like she's not even a partner, but I love her and I want her back. And she was asking me about some other things I had posted online, needed some help with her kids. So I just said, "Hey, why don't you come over for coffee?" So it's going to be easier for somebody with little ones to come to my house than go out somewhere, right? So I invited her. And of course, I said, "Let me make us some smoothies and muffins. Just bring the kids over," which I think is why I still sound like this 2 weeks later. I think she brought more than the kids over. Like snot. I've never seen so much snot. Totally forgot what that's like with little kids. I was like, they are walking mucus. And so I'm blowing their nose. I'm wiping it off of me. I'm getting coughed in the face. It was interesting. I forgot about that. So I made a smoothie and her son sucked it down, just drank it and like no hesitation. And I told her I put the capsules in that. So he's gotten his dose of Juice Plus today. And she was like, "What? I can't get him to eat the gummies. I've been so sad. I've wanted to get him started on Juice Plus, but I couldn't get him to do the gummies." And I was like, "Yeah, I just made a smoothie, just put the capsules in there. He loved it." And she was like, "Oh, that's brilliant." So, just having people over and exposing them to the product. Yes, Lisa, I agree. Get rid of the milk. And we did have that conversation. I was like, I think she's got a milk allergy. So we did talk about that. But yeah, so you just like bring them into your world by bringing Juice Plus into the lifestyle that you live, introduce them to that. Like show them those things. Instead of going to a coffee shop, invite them over and serve coffee if they want. I made her a latte and I made a smoothie. So like the real world application of this is super important. Don't don't be shy of bringing this, your lifestyle and what you do into the conversation. If you go on vacation, take your shakes. I mean, it took about 10 years to get my mom to make a shake, to try one, to drink it. And she drinks one every single day now. That was 10 years of vacation, of dragging my stuff with me because it was part of my lifestyle, right? Now she loves it. And now my dad's starting to drink them 22 years later. Like, it's good, right? Like it just takes multiple exposures. All right, Marcia, you've got your hand up again. Did you want to say something? Maybe it was from before. Natalie, you want to share with us? Don't
Um,
mute. Oh, go ahead,
you,
Marcia.
I'm sorry, you said you're talking about reaching out for referrals, and that's exactly what. And I got this part and part of that verbiage from Stacy Whitmer, who y'all is just amazing. We are so blessed to have her now as a regional director, having come out of the field. But she got to NMD.
Oh no, you froze.
But she said to, when you're talking with people, to thank them for, their order, or thank them for whatever, reinforce why they started, and expand to another product or offer. And in this case, the reset offer. And then that's where she's the one that said, do you have anybody in your life that you feel could benefit from this too? And she didn't emphasize the word feel when she said it to the person, but she told us, use feeling language. So I made sure to say that. Is there anybody you feel would, because it connects better than just that you can think of, or that, or whatever, but that you feel could benefit from whatever they're taking or have taken, or whatever, the capsules or Juice Plus in general, or whatever. That was part of it. So yeah, the referrals, she was really encouraging us to reach out to referrals. I mean, to ask for referrals. And at the same time, you're reaching out to your customer. You're saying, do you know anybody? Well, they might be that somebody, because like you said, Stacy, they may be on Juice Plus, and they may have one of their children on the health study, but they have a husband that's not, and another child that's not. And I was thinking of one person in particular that I reached out to on Saturday, that's in that very situation. But one more thing I want to say is, I think, to answer your original question, Stacy, about how do we do this? Do we start a conversation, or do we just dive right in? I think I have a couple of customers that are just on the Duo that I really just thought, when I make this offer to them, they're just going to jump all over it. But I think I made the mistake of just making that offer and assuming that they would just, dive in. Oh, oh, wow. And I get all this free stuff. And two of my customers have not. They're just like, no, I'm not interested, because I didn't start a conversation and go back. I think that would have been a better approach with them, to talk, reach out, to kind of even go back and do the customer survey with them, because I'm thinking of one customer that's been eating Juice Plus and sharing, and I should have gone back and had a survey kind of conversation with her. What's going on? Find out if anything's changed. If she has other problems, that maybe the fact that she doesn't have the berries and never have might be the answer to something that's going on now. So that was a lot of words. Sorry.
No, that's great. Very good. Thank you, Marcia. Natalie?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm very excited. I usually just listen to these in the afternoon after you post, so it worked out for me to jump on today. But I have been really excited about this offer, and I one of the things that I found success with in the last 2 weeks was I took a screenshot of my own personal cart, because I know I'm a visual person. And so I did that, and then I posted that on social media and said, oh my gosh, you guys, this is an insane deal. And then just had a few little blurbs that I said about it. And I had 3 different people reach out to me within a day or two who have either asked in the past or have just been watching for a long time. And so I think sometimes having that visual is really important for people. to actually see it firsthand what it could look like. Because then, as we know, it's like if you can imagine it for yourself, then it can make it more of a reality. Um, but then also, I had a launch party for a new partner this last week, and just made the people who show up, I tried to make them feel special and say, wow, you guys are showing up at the right time and supporting your friend because you have opportunity for the best deal ever. And so I think all of them are going to go ahead and try this out. And they were already talking about other family members. So just trying to make people feel excited about like, wow, you showed up at the right time and look what you can have.
That's a great reminder, Natalie. We're happy to have you on here live with us today. Is, this should speed things up with a new partner getting to QSC within a month or even a couple of days. I mean, seriously, because people can get all of this stuff for free. So don't forget, it's not just about customers. Customers are going to add to your business. Team members will multiply. They know people you don't know. Use this as an opportunity to go back to people that maybe didn't get to Partner Plus. They can always restart, right? So go back to all of your partners. Go back to people that got to Partner Plus that did not get to QSC. They're going to have a stronger belief now that they've been taking Juice Plus for a couple of months, maybe 4 months, maybe even a year. Maybe now is the time that they can think of 10 people and do a watch party or a lunch call, a lunch Zoom, a live event for them. I just asked one of my newer team members, hey, would you like to do an event? I don't know what that's going to look like with her 3 little ones, but we could figure it out, right? Maybe it's just something online because she has a ton of TikTok followers. She's happy TikTok is back. So maybe it could be that to where we invite people into a Zoom. I don't know what that's going to look like for her, but Natalie's right. Like, this is a great way to go back and really help people promote to the next position. And don't be afraid to ask. And if you don't ask, their answer is always going to be no. It's up to us to introduce them to the business. If I did not become a partner, my mom would not be on Juice Plus 22 years later. I wouldn't. I don't think I would have. I think I would have gotten distracted in something else, but definitely my parents would not. And this week I was working with my mom. She had knee replacement. And so I've stayed at her house the last couple days and just, she is faithful on her juice bar. She is taking it twice a day. She's drinking her shake. And I just think I'm so thankful that she's got this great nutrition and a stronger body walking into this surgery, no health issues, no other medications, neither of my parents. I mean, that's crazy. They're in their 70s and no medicine. That's unheard of. That happened because I said yes to being a partner. And so we have to have that extension to other people. We have to give that. They don't know how this works. If we don't tell them, if we don't invite them, their answer is going to be no, simply out of they don't know. They don't even know that that's an option. So bring it up, mention it, invite them. They can either say yes or they can say no, but the answer is no if we don't ask. So definitely take that time. Marcia, you got something else for us?
Yes, I want to amen what Natalie said. And I've seen a couple of posts like this. She said she took a screenshot of her cart. And the thing that's powerful about that is that you have the trio capsules there and then all these zeros there. Okay. The zeros are what you want them to, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get all these things and look, 0, 0, 0. So it's a powerful post. And it's also a great way to, to text someone and send them that, that's the offer. You don't have to have the corporate, flyer or whatever to send to them. You could send them that because I think I agree with Natalie that is probably way more powerful than even the corporate flyer.
I posted it yesterday, so look at mine. I just borrowed it from somebody else. Don't share somebody else's link. It does not work the same. Like somebody else's post, you don't push share and don't put your link in there. Don't put juiceplus.com link. Don't put anything links. Remember, Facebook wants to keep you on Facebook. If you put a link to a YouTube video or another website, it's not going to direct your people to see your post. They want you to stay on Facebook, not click on something and go somewhere else. So don't share somebody else. It doesn't have the same effectiveness of don't say, see, my friend Stacy said these things and it's true and I love it as well. This is a great deal. You got to take the picture, save the image, copy, make your own post, personalize it, and then more of your people will see. I did it yesterday and I had 4 people reach out to me within hours of that post of seeing the free stuff. And I, again, like you said, Marsha, I got that from somebody else. I saw that as Natalie mentioned, and it is effective to see all those zeros. So great point. All right, anyone else? This has been good stuff. Good stuff today. Okay, marching orders. Current customers for referrals, spouse, maybe go back to canceled customers, their kids wouldn't eat the gummies, prospects, people that said my kids wouldn't eat the gummies, talk to them about you get free shakes, just drop the capsules into the shakes. You don't even have to taste it. They don't have to taste it. They'll love the smoothies. I've got lots of recipes. You get to try it for free. You've been wanting to get back on Juice Plus. In 4 months, if your kids are doing great with it, then we put them on the health study with you and let's go. So that's one option. I've heard of people putting the gummies into smoothies and blending them up. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but maybe it works. But that's another way. If they've wanted to try the smoothies, go back to people that you had that just ordered smoothies. Hey, I know you love them. You can get some free. Most of my customers are capsules first and then they add those. But inviting people to your team, don't forget that aspect of it. Asking for referrals, go back to those canceled customers, go back to our customers and let them know they can participate in this too. And then just set their next ship date out 4 months. It kind of is a little bit more difficult, but it is a way that they can do that. Spouses, sisters, like I love the idea of the audio messages from Marsha. That's a great idea. Events, helping people get to Partner Plus and QSC with this great deal. So much goodness, guys. 11 days left. Urgency kicks us all into gear. Let's get urgent because if we wait until the last 2 days of the business month, for one, it leaves a margin of error that if something goes wrong, you've got a very small window of time to get it fixed, right? So if the link goes to somebody else for some reason or whatever, then you wouldn't have the time to get it fixed. So don't wait until the last minute. Plus, it takes multiple exposures, and sometimes people need time to think about it. So if you wait until the last day, which don't think I won't still be sending messages that last day because sometimes that's what people need, but you want to give them time and space to that. So somebody just asked, can you add the omegas to the restart? Yes, you would not do it as a quad in your cart. You would do the trio and then it adds the free stuff and then you would add the omegas. But yes, it can be in the same cart. That's a great question. All right. I don't want to go too much longer. You guys are great, doing great. Thanks for the suggestions. I love having you guys talk through this with. We're all better together. So thanks for joining in with us today.